Anoka County closed out 2018 with some stark numbers. Opioid abuse is up, and heroin is the #1 cause of drug overdoses. CTN's Jennifer Anderson joins us now with more on the problem. Jennifer?
Steve, the Anoka County Sheriff's Office tells me they encounter drug overdose cases nearly every day. A string of those overdoses proved deadly in the final weeks of the year, and those deaths confirm what law enforcement already knows. The opioid crisis continues.
We're having deaths. We're having people die.
When 31-year-old Monshok Tahip of Coon Rapids died December 20th, he joined a rash of 5 deaths in 2 weeks in Anoka County, with one thing in common: heroin.
It's of great concern to us.
Lieutenant Dan Douglas of the Anoka County Sheriff's Office says it will take weeks to confirm the cause of death, but all 5 are suspected heroin overdoses.
One of the big concerns is the potency or purity of the drugs being distributed within our community.
Forensic scientists in Anoka County analyze hundreds of street drugs a year.
This is the drug chemistry section of the laboratory.
The drugs are seized by law enforcement in Anoka, Washington, and Sherburne counties.
A lot of times what the scientists will do on their workbench right here is they'll start with a presumptive test, like a color test.
The heroin they see at this lab is increasingly potent and deadly.
Most of the heroin being tested at our lab is coming back about 93% pure, which suggests it hasn't been cut or anything to make it weaker.
Anoka County reports 17 overdose deaths in 2018, not including the 5 unconfirmed cases in the final weeks of the year. Heroin in Minnesota generally ranges from about 17% pure all the way up to 93%. It adds a layer of unpredictability to the already complex opioid crisis.
It's obviously not regulated. There's no systems of quality assurance being put out. And to the user, they don't know how strong that drug is they're using.
A string of overdose deaths could suggest a particularly deadly batch of drugs is on the street.
And they may certainly be addicts, but they're also somebody's son and father and daughter, and it's lives being lost.
Opioid abuse will remain a primary focus for the Anoka Hennepin Drug Task Force in 2019. In an effort to curb the problem, law enforcement is aggressively targeting distributors, seeking third-degree murder charges against any dealer whose sale leads to an overdose death.